really makes this thing tick? What sets it so far apart from everything else out there? Why is this so much more than just a chatbot?
Okay, let's break down the core features. First off, it can apparently build a real working application from just one sentence. Think about that. It also designs interactive systems that update in real time, so we're not talking about flat, static pages. And here's the kicker. It plugs right into Google Search and your Google Workspace. That means we're looking at the potential for complete and total automation.
All right, that all sounds great in theory, but let's see how it actually works in practice. This is where we go from prompt to a finished product.
So, quick question for you. How long does it usually take to get a simple landing page designed? You know the drill, right? You write up a brief, you go back and forth with a designer, you wait for drafts, you do revisions. It can take days, sometimes even weeks to get it right.
Well, Gemini 3 Pro completely flips that entire process on its head. Step 1, you just write a single simple prompt, something like, I need a modern landing page, dark mode, with some neon accents. Step 2 is where the magic happens. The AI doesn't just wait for you, it goes out and automatically researches your company, checks out industry trends, and even looks at your competitors. And then step 3, bam, a complete professional landing page is generated.
And get this, the time it takes, 15 seconds. 15! You can't even make a cup of coffee that fast, from a simple idea to a fully realized landing page in less than half a minute.
And this is the really crucial part to understand. It's not just blindly following your instructions. It's actively gathering context and doing its own independent research to give you something way better than you might have even asked for.
Okay, so a landing page is impressive, for sure, but what about something way more complex? The source material really decided to put it to the test with a much tougher challenge: create a high-quality, 8-slide investor pitch deck. And not just any pitch deck, one with deep technical details, a full competitive analysis, and professional visuals. That's a huge ask.
And the result? It delivered. A fully research-backed presentation packed with data-driven insights, ready to show investors. Seriously, this is the kind of work that would normally take a whole team weeks to pull together, and it was done in a fraction of the time.
So it's obviously an incredible creation tool. But now let's get to what our source calls its most powerful feature, the autonomous agent mode. This is where it goes from being a tool you command to an actual autonomous assistant for your entire workflow.
Let's take email management as a perfect example. Look at the before column. You're manually checking your inbox, writing replies, setting reminders. It's a constant grind. Now look at the after column. One simple instruction kicks off automated drafts, automated reminders, the whole 9 yards. The difference is just night and day.
And the time savings are just staggering. What used to eat up a whole day can now be handled in just 5 minutes. Seriously, just take a second and think about what you could do with all of that extra time back in your day.
And this isn't just about conquering your inbox. This automation extends across the entire Google Workspace. We're talking about scheduling meetings on your calendar, organizing your Google Drive, manipulating documents and spreadsheets, even running data analysis. The possibilities here are practically endless.
Okay, this next part is really cool. Let's talk about how Gemini 3 Pro can take really complex ideas and make them crystal clear. It's all about interactive learning and problem solving, moving beyond just text on a page. Think about it. The traditional way to learn a complex topic, let's say quantum entanglement, involves hours of reading articles and watching videos, and you might still be confused. With this, you just prompt for a visualization. It creates an interactive simulation you can play with, giving you those aha moments and a full understanding in maybe 5 minutes instead of 2 hours.
For anyone out there who's an educator, a consultant, a content creator, anyone who needs to explain complex stuff, this is an absolute game changer. The source suggests you could see a potential 5x increase in audience engagement just by using interactive visuals like these. Your message doesn't just get heard, it gets understood and remembered.
So what does this all add up to? What's the real bottom line here? Let's quantify the industry-wide impact and see what this new competitive edge actually looks like in numbers.
And wow, just look at these numbers. These are the estimated weekly hours saved. Tech startups could get back 25 to 30 hours a week, marketing agencies 18 to 22. That's not just a small efficiency boost, that's like getting half your week back. That is a massive, massive competitive advantage.
But of course, no tool is a silver bullet. Nothing's perfect, so let's get real for a second and talk about the honest verdict. Its strength, its current limitations, and where that human touch is still absolutely essential.
So here's the final breakdown. According to the source, the AI does about 85% of the heavy lifting. It does the research, the drafting, the creation. But that final crucial 15%, that's you. That's the human refinement, the strategic oversight, the final polish. That's where your expertise makes all the difference.
So the most important thing to take away from all of this is that this isn't just some temporary trend that's going to fade away. This represents a fundamental, permanent shift in how work gets done.
And that leaves us with a pretty powerful final thought. The industry standard of the next 3 years, well, it's here today. It's not some far-off future concept. So the only real question left is, who's going to master it first?